Alright, I have pulled up the Linnstrument and the Jamstik, and what I'm finding is just after a couple of days on the Linnstrument, I'm actually more accurate when playing this than the Jamstik. And now I've been playing guitar for 20 years. I'm not a drummer or piano player. Guitar is my main instrument, which I've been playing for 20 years. So generally my timing is much better on the guitar, and I'm much more accurate on the guitar than any other instruments, such as what I'm kind of doing on here, which is sort of drumming with my fingers. So I thought I would play through a little 8 bars or so with the Linnstrument, and then also with the Jamstik, playing the exact same lick. That way you can hear the difference in the tracking and sort of some of the artifacts and things that I'm getting with the Jamstik versus the Linnstrument, and just sort of how accurate it sounds without any MIDI quantization and no MIDI editing at all, because that's very important. Yes, you can do the exact same thing on the Jamstik and have it sound the same, but you're going to have to quantize the MIDI to get it there and edit out, certain little MIDI notes that just randomly kind of artifacts that get in there, versus this is more ready to go. Now, there was no quantization or editing in that performance. Now, on the Jamstik, you'll notice that there are artifacts. If you go back and listen to it, or if maybe you noticed already, there's like these little click, bloop, blip, bloop, blop, bloop. There's these little artifacts, if you're really paying attention during it, that happen, and that is from the tracking. So I could erase that very easily in the MIDI. I could just pull it up and just click over it real quick and just delete it all, and that'll all go away. So the Jamstik is totally usable for tracking MIDI parts on guitar, like for sure. It's just not perfect, there are artifacts and things that are going to happen, and much more so, for instance, than on the Linnstrument. There were no artifacts whatsoever. So it's just kind of a little bit of a different thing, but I just wanted to make you aware, if you're interested in the Jamstik or the Linnstrument. They're different. But as far as MIDI tracking goes, the Jamstik is okay. It's not great. It's not perfect. It will sort of get the job done, I think, at best. But it will get the job done, but just sort of, just barely. Versus the Linnstrument is a whole instrument unto itself. For putting MIDI in, it works great. It works seamlessly. It works so much better than the Rolly block. That also, I found, would have artifacts here and there, and it just so as I would compare it kind of to the Jamstik. The Jamstik doesn't track quite as well as the Rolly. Doesn't track quite as well, but kind of similar to where it will get the job done, but it's going to be a little bit tricky sometimes and not always do exactly what you want, I think. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to get this information out there because I thought it might be helpful for you, because I've now tried all these different MPE sort of devices, and they're all completely different kinds of instruments that are doing it. And I think for myself, I'm settled on the Linnstrument. It's a really exciting instrument. Every day that I play it, I go, oh, this is awesome. This is a real instrument that does the specific expressive MIDI thing that I've always wanted to be able to do. And it's very intuitive. So that's my pitch. I have no connection with any of these companies. I'm not endorsed by them. That's just my own opinion on all these devices based on my own experience. I hope it's helpful for you.